Allow me to start off by saying that before I even played this game, I never once read player or critic reviews when I played this game. I pretty much gained my own opinion as I played. I got a good portion of knowing what is good and what's bad within this game. Knowing that this game is not perfect nor is it anything spectacular. But to digress, the issue that everyone listens to other people's opinions and doesn't try it for themselves brings me to think of choking a teddy bear just to avoid casualties. I always went by the philosophy that I need to play the game myself and see for myself rather than listening to someone else bitch, moan and groan about small things and personal gripes upon games in general. So in turn, Red Steel is a victim of first launch on the Wii, as we all know, which was highly anticipated. No one expected to just play with the nunchuck and Wiimote the way the developers had intended. Everyone is used to the old style dual-axis controller or mouse and keyboard style gameplay. So many people bitch that the controls are shit because they can't fucking stand how that they have to simply flick their nunchuck downward to open the door. This game is more of a physical type of first-person shooter where it requires you to use your nunchuck and Wiimote to do most actions. This is why the Wii exists, for a different experience if you idiots missed that punchline. What would you expect with a controller that comprises of a remote and nunchuck? I believe people can be that dense, bewildered and stupid. Idiotic can't come close to simple observation before the game was launched. People ignored that, nor were they used to this style of gameplay. And stop comparing this game to Metroid Prime 3. The movement style is exactly the same. So shut the fuck up. Besides, Metroid Prime 3 is its own game within itself. I'm not comparing games here, nor am I saying which is better. Heard me say that? If you didn't, you're a moron. Moving on. Let's start a new game since I had already finished the beast. The game's cinematics unfolds the story with Max Payne-style comic book-like pictures, which is a style within its own. So if this game sucks solely because of this, then I guess Max Payne sucks too. It's stylish in its own way, and critics say that this was a rush work for launch. I disagree. Simple-minded people want the ooh and the ah in their cinematics are spoiled. Max Payne did the same thing. And did anyone bitch? No. Moving on. The gameplay is very simple but complex in its own way. Not too complex, actually very simple. More simple than what most critics say. When you first play a few stages, the game tells you what to do. I think professional gamers must be suffering from old-timers disease, or they're not paying attention. If you fucking read, you will learn. Moving the Wiimote around aims and has you look around in your surroundings. The nunchuck is for moving and strafing, jumping and ducking. Flickering the nunchuck down reloads your gun, opens doors, and picks up weapons. Okay, problem one. When you're in the heat of battle and you need to reload and there's this truckload of weapons under you, instead of reloading, you pick up another gun instead and throw your gun of choice to the floor. This can seriously mess you up. The nunchuck down function is for way too many functions. Moving in your Wiimote while holding A towards you and from you will zoom in and out. Pretty cool feature, but depending on the weapon. The further you zoom in, it does get a bit hard to aim, which is why I don't depend on zoom. But on certain circumstances, you really don't have much of a choice. It functions well, but you need a steady hand. The B button fires, of course. The D-pad is for a variety of functions, from switching weapons and also reloading your gun in case you're comfortable reloading it that way. Aiming feels very comfortable, and I never found many issues with the aiming sensitivity. There are options to change the sensitivity, but I never found any need for them. Only bad thing is when you're fighting and you're practically getting butt-fucked, your player turns way too slow. So when you play, you have to make sure that you have sufficient cover or you will get killed. Great thing is your health bar will replenish when you hide, so you have that on your side. Sounds fair? The developers of this game is giving the player the chance to progress. Even if you die, you don't start the whole level over again. You simply load the last checkpoint, and trust me, checkpoints aren't that far from each other. It's a game, by the way. Is this what games are supposed to do? Challenge you, not make it easy for you. Besides that, let's get into swordplay. Sword fighting in this game is in the first-person perspective. Now let me begin by saying that some moves will not react to what you want to do sometimes. Although sword fighting is one of the game's strongest points, but has a few minor problems that I will get into soon. First off, you have your parry, power moves, combos, and dodge move. Even the ability to break their sword after dodging with a whip of the nunchuck after you mastered how. When you hit the plus button and check out your move list, you will find 3 combos and 2 power moves, which will seriously help you when sword fights get even rougher. Now with some of these moves, when you try to execute one, sometimes the Wiimote will send your slash someplace else, and you won't be able to even begin the combo or fail in the middle. This can be a fuck since when you're in the middle of slashing the guy, when you have an opening, you're doing your combo with the Wiimote doesn't register the command correctly. So what happens? The guy blocks you and you have to try again. Fucking bullshit. Well, only gripe with sword fights. Other than that, it's really fucking fun and satisfying. Now I'm going to show you how I hand sword fights with a Wiimote in hand. The way I handle when I'm fighting in sword fights in Red Steel is very easy. It's not hard, and I'm going to show you exactly how I go about in sword fights. Now, I basically hold the Wiimote and the nunchuck like so. Now what I'm going to do is very simple. When I'm attacking, the nunchuck is to block all the attacks that your enemy is throwing at you. So when he doesn't attack, just throw your nunchuck like this. So when I get into the fight, I'm usually like this. I can even have the nunchuck at the side, it doesn't really matter. So I'm like this, I have the Wiimote straight up and the nunchuck to my side. And when I hit the C button, and I hit the joystick left or right, I dodge. So I hit the C button and the joystick to the side or to the left, and I just simply go like this when the sword is coming, when he's trying to attack me. With the sword, I'm basically parrying his sword and I'm instructing his sword more faster. So his sword's going to break rather than mine. Now this is very easy because as soon as you use your Tanto to do that, boom, just keep doing it, boom, 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 boom. You're gonna win, and the sword's broken. Now, for power attacks, it's very easy. Getting ready for a power attack is just by going like this. You hold the Z button, and you come down like this. Okay, very easy. Hold the Z button, and just come down like this. That's it. The little scorpion attack, which you will learn later in the game, you can go like this, hold the Z button, and just go like this, spread your nunchuck and Wiimote apart from each other, or you can do it the real way and just go like this. What you do is that you're spreading the nunchuck and the Wiimote out from each other to do the little scorpion attack. But the only thing I do not like, however, is that you cannot practice sword fighting freely. You can't just go into the dojo and just want to learn and just want to keep practicing the move. You have to learn it once, and the only time that you can use it again is when you're really fighting. So you can't just practice with any student. It's like when you go up there, she just says,
"Sorry, Scott. No new move to learn for now."
That's fucking bullshit. And it's one of the things I don't like. They should have let you be able to practice sword fighting in the dojo, and they don't let you do that. Now that would have been really cool if you were able to just like practice, so when you actually go out into the missions and do sword fighting, you'll be more prepared. It's the only thing I did not like. Other than that, that's the way you do it. Simple as that. When you pull off a power move, you will earn respect points. When you allow your opponent to live, you receive a lot of respect points. Now what are respect points? Well, without them, you wouldn't be able to progress in the game. Later, you'll be able to choose missions based on your ranking, which depends on your respect level. The highest is rank 10. Once you get there, make sure you kill them bastards for fucking with you. Yeah, it's satisfying that way. You can also gain respect points by going into bullet time and shooting their guns. That's another great feature that I haven't seen a first-person shooter do before. The game is nice, smooth, and fun. Even with the Wiimote, the game is not bad as everyone said it is. That's my 50 cents on this game, and I hope you'll hop to your local GameStop and buy this game used for like 10 bucks. It's inexpensive now, so do yourself a favor and pick this one up. This is Kitsune signing off. Sayonara.
Make sure you tell Sato that if he doesn't bring his sword, the Katanagiri, to Tokyo, he'll never see his daughter alive again. And as for yourself, let it go. You're out of your league. Sayonara, sucker.